Make your own botanical ephemera to adorn your journal. In this video, you'll learn how to create stunning botanical slides that will give your journal a natural vibe and bring in more of your own style. Today, I am exploring the world of ephemera. We all need it for our projects. I've got something really special for you. We're going to create unique botanical slides that you can use for your journal or other projects. That means turning this into this. Hi, and welcome to Marian's Mixed Media. My name is Marian, and I hope to inspire you with my videos and give you ideas for your own crafting projects. If you like my videos, please consider to give me a thumbs up. So thank you and enjoy watching. Finding unique botanical ephemera can be a real challenge. Buying real vintage ephemera can be expensive. I'm going to show you how to create your own personalized botanical slides. We can make it vintage looking and give it a botanical vibe. It will be more cost effective and, what I find really important, you can give it your own style. I like to make ephemera in advance, as you can see. I already have a project in mind with a botanical theme, so I am creating my own small ephemera pieces to give my project a one-of-a-kind look in my own style. So let's go and take a look at all the materials you need. It's a bit crowded on my desk right now. My hands just nearly fit in the frame. But to always have in your stash are pieces of fabric like this. I have here always in a small tray. Buttons. I have here my button box. Threads and ribbon. I have in this basket a lot of stuff. Safety pins, beads. I have here a collection of beads. They are just necklaces I have bought, and things like small cutouts, like stamps, really nice stamps you can fussy cut, packing paper, cut-offs from your paper packs, photos and pictures like printables, freebies in all different sizes, collage paper, especially the tiny pieces you have left. And I'm always on the lookout for these kinds of things. So when packages arrive, I always look at the packaging paper. When I'm at family or friend's house and I see something, or I ask for, do you have buttons left or anything else? And of course, flea markets, thrift shops and Goodwill shops. It becomes kind of a second nature to get an eye for these kinds of things, and then you will build a collection very, very soon. So the star of this video is of course the slide. As I have here, it is just freshly die cut, and I have cut it from this set. I don't usually buy that many dies, but this one, all the elements I really use them, so I think this one was a really good investment. And this slide is one of the dies that's in this set from Tim Holtz Sizzix. So this die I cut several times from different kinds of paper. What I also use are these butterflies. I don't use a lot of this set, only the frame and the butterflies. The rest I kind of don't use, but these butterflies are really lovely and I use them a lot. Then I'm really fond of the craft stock, and these are the cool colors, and all these tiny little cut-offs. That's what I use to cut the little butterflies, so I can use every little bit that's left over. So I have here the photos that I'm going to use. They are from Artstudio Whimsy, and in this plastic envelope I have photos that I'm using for my big project, where I'm making now the small ephemera for. And I have also, I think this was a freebie, I'm not sure, some photos with some butterflies and moths on them. I don't know how it's called, but I can link it below. And these, I have printed some on photo paper and some on normal paper, just to see what the difference is. And I printed it big, small, and that's the really big advantage of printables. And I have got some different slides. I have like 6 here. I don't know if I'm going to make them all, but a few. And the greens are a very good color for my projects where I'm going to use the slides in. So I'm going to select some slides and some photos that will go together, and that's the first thing that I'm going to do. I have chosen the photos for the slides, but before gluing them I'm going to first sand the slides. I'm putting a paper under it so I don't sand my glass mat. So I'm going to just, this is the craft stock, this brown, so this will be excellent for sanding. It's a bit noisy, but it's just about doing like that, so you get a lot of texture. And you can sand as much as you want, but I just want a light sanding, and I'm going to do that also with the cardstock. I've sanded the 3 frames I'm going to do in this video, and you can give a lot of pressure when you sand the craft stock, but when you have the paper like the backdrops from Tim Holtz or other design paper, you have to be very gentle, because the white of the paper will come through, and if you are not careful, it will be a lot and you don't just want little pieces. Now I'm going to do some stamping on them to embellish them further. And let's see, I have pulled out some of my stamps, and I was thinking about doing the lace stamp on the dark frame. I need the paper because it's going off the slides, and I'm going to stamp it in black. Get my first fine Claire out. And then I'm going to stamp parts. And then I have a beautiful piece of lace in the corner. Then let this stamp dry. And let's see what I'm going to do for the other ones. I was thinking about doing a French seal on this one. And then I'm going to take this, my new favorite. And I have the French seals here. And I can take a big one, I think. A big circle, or maybe that one. Haven't used that one before, so let's do it. And then I'm going to use the Portobello. That's okay. And I think I want to stamp something under it. Something small. Let's see. I have a little bit crowded on my desk. something small. Let's see, like something small here. These are the signatures from the past, and I have established. Let's do that. It's a really nice small phrase that will fit, and I think I'm maybe going to do that in black. Putting that on straight on my block. Black. Little ink. And let's stamp like this. I'm going to center it and then just gently pressing it. Yes. I didn't want a really thick coat of just, and I can of course sand it when it's dried, but I think I like it like that. And let's leave this to dry, and let's go to the other one. And maybe I want to stamp some numbers on that side. I think I want to do that. I'm in the mood for some stamping. I did do a lot of collage paper on my other frames, but somehow I just want to do some stamping now. Let's see, this slide I had an idea of doing the circle from the field notes, because this doesn't need a lot of stamping because there's text on it and prints, but maybe just and just press lightly, and yes, that was a great choice to do it like that. Okay, let's go for some small numbers or texts on the front of the frame. This one is really small. I could do that under the lace. A light touch, yes. Great. That's a good print. I love it with the combination of the lace. It's a really nice stamp, this one. And let's see, what am I going to stamp here? And then I think I'm going for numbers. Let's just pull out the one closest, because I think this one will fit. Again in black. And just centering it. Perfect. Again, really nice number. I do like this frame is done as stamping goes. And let's move on to the next one. The one with the French seal. I think I'm going to stamp then in the Portobello number. This is really weird. But I do like it. I think it needs some distressing. And then it looks like it's crooked. But I don't know. It looks straight on the example of the okay. Well, what's done is done. And maybe in the end it's not even that important. And then lastly, this one, and let's do a more cursive one. I'm just going beautiful. This one is really nice, the cursive one. Okay, so this is the stamping, and then I'm going to distress all the edges, I think with a darker ink, like a walnut stain, I'm guessing. And when I'm done with that, I'm going to clear my desk and let you see how it's looking. Distressing these slides really makes a difference, especially with this one. It's really nice. I'm going in a little bit deeper on the bottom and on the side, as you can see, and then you get a really nice color difference, and it gives a real vintage vibe to it. So that's what I did with all of them. Then I'm going to glue the photos in, but before that I need to fold the frame, and I really need to use my bone folder to burnish that down, because the score line is a bit, it's not that easy, so you need to really help it. And look that it's really, the sides are really nice fitted like that. Okay, and I will do one for camera. I have this picture, and then I need to glue it in here, and when I turn it around, I see that it's just going to nicely fit here. And what I tend to do, because there are little holes there, and maybe I want to put something through, or I don't know, so I'm going to just snip a little corner off, just so that it doesn't fall in that hole. But I'm going to glue, not the photo, but I'm going to glue this side of the slide. And I have my glue is almost gone, so I need to get the glue down, and then I need to work quickly, because then it's going to run out of this bottle. So I'm going to do a small line of glue, and then not on the sides. Now I need to pin it directly, because it's going to ooze out. Okay, so I have here the glue, as you can see, like that. And now I need to really work fast. Put the frame on a flat surface, so I can press it down. There, where there is a little bit of glue seepage, I'm going to remove that and then just glue it. Then this one is done as to the photo. And then for gluing it the sides to each other, I want to do a card like this, and I want to do it on the side. And this card is small, so it's not a snug fit, but it has a little bit of room, and I like that, because then you can pull the card easily out. And I just need to do glue here and here, and then I'm using 2 little clamps, because this paper is really thick. As you can see, it will bend back, so I need to put some clamps on it. So I'm going to put some glue here, a line and a line here, and that's kind of enough. Then I'll need to pin it. Sorry about that, it's oozing out. Okay, and then glue it down, put the pin of the clamp on it directly. I have some glue on my fingers. And then I need to leave this to dry and do all the others like that. So the slides are now drying, and I want to make some cards to put inside. And I want to do it like these. These have more like pockets on the, or cards on the top. But as to the journals I'm making, it makes more sense that I'm doing it on the side. And I have here the size. This is a shorter one because I have glued it here. So I had to make a shorter one. But I didn't do that with these slides, so I can take this size. And what I did was that I have some, let's see, where did I put it? Here. Just some cut-offs from backdrops and other design paper. And I'm going to make some cards out of them, and I'm just going to trace it. And let's see, just putting this on here. Oh, and let's put this to the side, and I can move it in frame. So I have it here, and I'm going to just trace it with a pencil. And I'm going to use the corner rounder, so I'm not going to cut the round corners. Could do it, but it's, I don't know. I just don't. I don't have a really good reason for it. It's just easier to cut straight, I think. So I'm just going to cut with my scissors. Like that. And it doesn't really matter the exact size, because they don't have to measure up in the same sizes, as long as it will fit in the frame. And then I have this card, and I'm going to use the corner rounder, and I have used I think I have used the 7, which one did I use? The biggest one. I used the 10 millimeter, so the big corner. And then I have my card, and I just need to, because this side is a bit of plain, as you can see. So I want to put a really nice text on it, because it's going into a journal that I want to sell. And then I just want to put some really nice text in it, so someone is discovering it like this and have a really nice text. So I'm going to look through my stamps, what I have on like really nice text to put on here. And then I'm going to put in, but I'm going to do that as the last thing is putting a hole and an eyelet in. And some string or something, or a bead. And then I'm having this one, and this has something on the back, so I don't know, maybe I can put a sentence on it. I have some sticker sentences. Let's see, this one. I have this, so I could put something on here, and then it will be readable. And then I have this one, really nice, and I think I want a piece with the number on it. And this side is more plain, so I can stamp on this. So I'm going to cut them all to size, and then distress the edges like I did here, just lightly. And look for some sentences. The cards for inside the slides are all cut and ready to stamp and adorn. So let's move on to that. I have selected some things I want to stamp on it, and for this one I'm not going to stamp, because I think of this pattern, it will not be very clear. So I have selected something from the sticker book, you know, and when you're going to read that, it takes some time. I love reading through them, but I wanted to select something that is more general for everyone, because I don't know who the journal will go to. So I thought about this bottom one, start each day with a grateful heart, would be very nice. And then I'm going to, because it's a long one, cut it with, let's say, start each day. Cut it. And then let's get my tweezers. I love to do this with my tweezers. And then just here, and the other one under that. This one is a little, can I, yes, let's do it like this. I'll do it like this. I'm going to do it like this. Change my mind. Okay. So that will be the quotes for this card. Then the next ones I'm going to stamp. And I've already used, it was, I think this one, or was this one? Let's see. I've used this quote, oh, do what you love. That was that one. So I'm going to use the other one. You deserve time just for you. And that's the truth. And then we're going to, it doesn't really matter which one I choose. So yes, that's this one. And for the other cards, that's this one. I saw this quote. This is nature is not a place to visit, it is home. Like that one. It also has some botanicals on them, so I can pick one to go next to the other stamp. So lovely. Okay, so this is stamping, and then let's see if I have something. I think this really small little, let's put this white behind it. This small little bee will be nice to put here, just in the corner. And for this one, I'm also going to choose a, maybe this one, oh, this one, or this one, a little one, to go next to that. So I'm going to stamp that, and we'll do that off camera. And then with this one, I will go ahead and start with making a hole. Let's put the lid on the ink, and I'm just going to eyeball it, and because I don't want it to, I want it a bit close to the edge, because that's the part that's sticking out of the slide. And then I'm going to, let's reach behind me and get out the eyelets. And I have 4 different colors for, but I'm taking the dark ones. It's this one. It's a gunmetal color, I think it's called. So putting this one in, but I'm also doing the washi behind, because I also want it to look a bit decent on the other side. And then I put that ring already around it, and I'm just going to flip so that the pin, as you can see, the pin is there. So I'm putting that on the pin, and then just, and then you have like a kind of a decent other side. Okay, so I'm going to do that with these ones as well, and stamp something nice next to the text. I have finished my 3 slides, and I've adorned them and embellished them and everything, and I will show you how I did that and what I did. And what I use is not a lot. It looks like a lot, but it isn't. So what the materials I'm using is like thread to get the beads on. I use some little metal rings, like you see this one, this really small one, and these are 2 sizes. And this one is from Tim Holtz, this one not. It's not just, I don't know where I bought it, probably on Amazon or something. I use currently I use a lot of this tape to give some little bit of finishing touches. So that's what I do. I have my little tray with all small stuff from previous projects. It's bits of fabric and everything. I have my little tray with beads, and these are kind of 3 or 4 necklaces, I think, and some earrings from thrift shops. And I've cut them all apart, and there are big ones, small ones, and I bought them in the colors that I like. So that's, I think, important. If you buy something, buy the colors that you use in your projects, or colors that you like, or neutral colors. And I have my little basket, and you see it's not a lot what I have. It's just little pieces I have found, and now I have just a little basket full of some items, and that's what I've used on this. So let me show you the slides. So this one, and you can see I've used the tape here, so because I thought it needed a little bit on here, and then I folded it to the back side. You can just see this little bit. There's just a small flower from the die cut set, the wreath, and I've pre-cut that with the small butterflies. And as you can see, this is just a little bit of thread, ribbon, and these are some rings attached to each other with a bead on it. And the last bead is just with a thread, just with a double knot. And there you have it. And of course the card. You pull the card out, it's really simple. Just the text. And with a lovely stamp. And the back side is just the beautiful paper. So this is the first. And then this one, I've used the little butterflies. I love that. Put a little glossy accent on them to give them a bit of shine. And the back side is just, didn't need anything, I thought. Just the stamps are okay for me. And here are just some beads on a ring that I've found in my little tray. And this is the card, and I do love it with this lovely little fly, and I love this stamp set. So that is this card. And then the last one, these have looks like a little bit more, and I have made two strings with beads, and then let's see if I can untangle it. a little bit. This is just a thread with knotted beads on them and some different ones. And this is just some beads on a metal thread. And I have 2 of them, and just cut off a little piece of ribbon. But when you have them together, it looks very nice. And to bring the color out, I chose this one for the color of the card. And I've used a little piece of lace here and also on the back side, because it has the lace stamp. I just glued it. And then the cards, I just put a flower stamp. I stamped it twice, and that's enough for me. Okay, and then on the side I made a 4th card because I wanted to experiment with grit paste. And let me show you. This is a more grungy card. It's not kind of the vibe I wanted for my journals, but I do love to make some grungy stuff. So this, I will keep this for a more grungy journal, and put some of the grit paste along it, and it's the crypts, so it has already a little bit of a green color. And then I just put some Rusty Hinge crayon on it, and that's it. That's the only ingredients to make this kind of rusty. And I just applied it with my finger, and then you get it get a better effect than when you do it with kind of a spatula tool. So that is this one. And the experiment was that the photo paper is very thin, and of course paste has a lot of water in it, and it's a little bubbly, but it's okay. So this experiment is succeeded. And the back side, I also did the lace because I just loved that look with a little butterfly on it. And then I had just again some beads. I've just knotted it on a thread, and this was from a necklace, a little thing. And the card, it has the specimen stamp because that just fits, of course, because it's all Tim Holtz, and that fits. It fits on this card. So just the specimen stamp and this stamp on it, and a little bit of the sellotape. So this is a 4th card I have, but I'm gonna keep this for a more grungy project, because here I didn't explain that this is from a collage paper from Paper Artsy, and I kind of liked this, and I think it fitted. So I think this may be more like a Halloween thing. Okay, so these are the slides, and where do I use them for? Because before this video I made dyeing tea paper. Now I'm making this, and the video before that was the flip through of these journals. So this is a flip out folio with a journal inside. So look at that video if you want to see what's on the inside of this. And I'm going to make a tutorial. I'm already busy with that, with the preparation of it, because I explained that I wanted to make it in 49 market paper, and that's this lovely paper. So I've already started it, and I wanted to make a really step-by-step description. So as I'm making this, I'm making the description, and when I'm ready with that, then the video is going to come. But to show you what I'm doing with the slides is that I have a little tuck belly band on both of the flips, and this on this bottom flip, that's where I want to put a slide. So I'm just going to then look for one that fits best with each journal, because I'm going to make several of them. And then you can see how lovely that is, because I have kind of designed it for this, as you can see, that it fits in here and that these beads will nicely fall over this belly band, and so the butterflies you can see. So I really love that, and it's just I have a few of them because then I can see what kind of color will fit better in the journal. So, and this is more with the blue, so if I need something with a touch of blue, I can put this in. So that is the a sneak preview, as you can say. And before I am going to do this video, I'm going to do one more video, because in the other belly band is also going to be some self-made ephemera, and that's going to be more like these cards, just cards with lovely adornments on them, and vellum pockets with botanical stuff like seeds and dried flowers in them. So that will be my next video, so you're already getting the heads up. The next video I'm going to show you how to make these, and then we're going to make the journal, and then this all will come back in the journal. So I hope you like this idea, and I also hope you get inspired by this and getting ideas to make your own. Because if you make if you have your self-made ephemera and you add it to your journal, it's getting more personal and it gets more of a unique touch, and also your own style. Because if I make a slide or you make a slide, we have two different slides, because it's your style and it's my style, and that's the beauty of it. So I hope you got inspired by this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them, because I love it. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.